So you want to become a full-time YouTuber, but you have a job, you have responsibilities at home and a family. Like, I get it. We all have these responsibilities, and I too struggle with this as well. Balancing my YouTube journey, my dogs, my cats, my families, and my friends, and not to mention my full-time job as well. And I can't go all in YouTube because currently YouTube doesn't pay for views unless you're monetized. And as a reminder, if you want to get monetized on YouTube, you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Initially, that's really difficult to achieve, especially if nobody knows who you are, if you have no networks, no online presence, so this is going to be an uphill battle. So the key here really is proper time management. It is very important if you want to maintain and upload consistency on YouTube while working a full-time job. So this is how I plan to manage my time effectively. And I apply this method to my clients as well when I create content for their social media platforms. So I'm going to take a page out of my book and use content batching and task batching, which works extremely well. However, to implement this strategy, you definitely need motivation and discipline. So let's start with the tools. So in order to make this really fast and efficient, you definitely need tools at your disposal. And currently I use 3. One is a project management software, which I use to organize all my projects and my tasks. And for this, I use Notion not only for myself, but for my clients as well. The second tool that I recommend using is some sort of speech-to-text software, which of course converts speech into text. And this one is a lifesaver for me, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. And the third one is definitely an AI assistant. You can use ChatGPT. For me, I use you.com. So let's start with content batching. Every Monday is content ideation day. Again, this can be based off of your unique schedule, but for me, every Monday I dedicate that day to ideate content. So what I do is for an hour or 30 minutes, I lay down in bed and I scroll on YouTube. This could be in your downtime. You could be in the kitchen while you're cooking, or you could be in your balcony or in the garden. When I see that video with a very good outlier score, I send it to myself on Telegram. And this is a Telegram channel that only I have access to. This serves as a hub for my content ideation space where I compile all of the content that I managed to save in that particular week so that I can use that again in the future. Sometimes I also want to talk about something on the fly, just like this video. So this video, I didn't really do any topic research on, I just want to talk about it. So that's like 1 hour of content ideation. And during that time, you can save time by ideating the thumbnails by looking at your competitors' thumbnails. And again, send it to yourself on Telegram, or you can use WhatsApp or whatever messaging software you want. And next, you're going to use AI for this. For me, I particularly like using you.com. And now I have this topic. And next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a prompt in you.com, and I choose researcher for this. And then I give it a prompt asking it to research the internet to identify common questions, concerns, and topics that people are asking for about regarding my specific topic. And if you want the specific prompt, I will link it down in the description below. And what AI will do is research and create a detailed outline that includes specific key points for the YouTube script. And you don't need to totally follow AI's recommendation. You can only pick out specific topics that you're interested in talking about. So for example, in my introduction, I only wanted to share a personal anecdote about starting a YouTube channel while working full-time. I want to talk about the constraints, the prioritization, time management, content strategy, techniques, steps, tools, and resources. The rest here I don't really pay attention to because that's not a topic that I feel like I want to talk about, nor I have experience with. Next is Tuesday. So Tuesday is a scripting day. So once the outline has been identified, it's time to script your video. Now the outline has questions and it's time for you to answer them. Now I know some YouTubers like to do bullet points and then talk about it on the fly, but for me, I would just stutter. And if I decide to script this word for word, this will take up a huge chunk of my time. So what I do is I use speechtexter.com for this entire process. So what I do is I answer all of the questions that AI has provided me. And what SpeechTexter does, it converts my speech into text. And of course, since I'm a non-English native speaker, my grammar is not correct. And this is where AI comes in and helps me out. Once I'm done answering the questions, I'm going to copy paste all of these and feed it to AI again. I ask it to format all of these jumbled paragraphs into one sentence per line, proofread the text and correct any grammar or spelling errors while maintaining the original meaning and tone of the text. This is the prompt that I use. I just copy and paste it to you.com along with a paragraph, and this is what you get. Now when I actually shoot the video, this is going to be dedicated on a Sunday because this is the only time in my city that it's very quiet because everybody's at home resting. Next is the video editing. For me, I dedicate every Wednesday and Thursday to edit this video. Now typically editing a video takes roughly 3 to 4 hours, but if you don't have this skill, for instance, or if you want to save 3 to 4 hours of your time, you may want to outsource this to a video editor. I say 3 to 4 hours, that's approximate depending on the length of the video. If it's too long, if it needs more visuals, then it may take longer. Next, on a Friday, I dedicate this time to create the thumbnail and write the YouTube description. So again, if you want to save time on thumbnail creation, or if you do not have the skills for YouTube thumbnail creation, you can again outsource this to a freelancer on Upwork or Fiverr. And finally, on Saturday, that is when I publish the entire video. And then I repeat the process again the next week. So this is my entire content creation process on YouTube. So far it has been pretty effective for me. Again, you just need to have discipline and proper time management. Let me know if you want to try this out. Again, the 2 prompts are going to be in the description down below so you can freely download it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.